Pisces, this is Joanna from Tarot with Joanna, here to do another reading. Hello, hello, hello. So Pisces, in today's reading, oh, hold on you guys, I'm sorry. In today's reading, I'm going to give you two of the Denise Lynn Oracle cards. Going to do a reading and then clarify it. So let us get started. Just wanted to also let you know that I do have a Facebook group. It's Tarot with Joanna, so if you would like to join, I'd be happy you do. Also, if you are interested in a personal reading, let me know. Comment on the page or comment on this video, and I will definitely get back to you. And if not, you can also email me for details. So let me know. All right, so Pisces, let's get started on your reading. Pisces, take what resonates with you and leave the rest. This is going to be for Pisces. All right, Pisces. Take what resonates with you, Pisces, and leave the rest. Okay. So you have expand your horizons, vast vistas. Wow. So really think out of the box, you guys. Whatever project that you want to start, whatever it is that you want to create, really think out of the box, make it bigger, put more into it, okay? Really think out of the box. Nice. Be spontaneous. Try to do something different with whatever it is that you're trying to create. You also have enthusiasm, embracing enthusiasm. Shout to the heavens with happiness. Wow, so beautiful. Yes, definitely. Be happy in all circumstances, whether it's good or bad. Always look at the bright side to everything. Just be happy with everything that's going on. I know it's hard to say that, with everything in the world that's going on, but, be happy, you guys. Be happy, okay? For yourself, we need happy times now instead of the negative. All right, so here we go, Pisces. Take what resonates with you, Pisces, and leave the rest. This is going to be for Pisces. Pisces, Pisces, Pisces. One for the current, one for the situation, one for the past or now, one for what's hidden, one for the oh, it's okay, I'll take that one. For the hopes and fears, for what you need to do now, what you need to work on, okay, and the outcome. What is the outcome? Thank you, Spirit. Thank you. Wow. And for the end of the tarot reading, you do have the Queen of Swords, and I also pulled out the Queen of Swords, and right behind it was your card, you guys, the Moon, La Luna. All right, so definitely something here in this reading is for you. All right, so Pisces, to begin with, you do have the Two of Pentacles. Let me see if I can fit everything in here. Okay, so you start off with the Two of Pentacles. I feel like you're very overwhelmed. You're trying to do everything, juggling everything. Of course, you are a Pisces trying to get everything done. I also feel like there is a decision coming through. You have the Queen of Pentacles here. I feel like you need to start taking it easy. I feel like somebody around you could be pregnant. There is a loving energy here, though. A very loving, motherly energy. I feel like you're a multitasker, trying to do everything like this Two of Pentacles, juggling everything, trying to get everything done. But also, I feel like you just need to nurture yourself. There's a lot of growth here. We'll see what the cards say. For the past or now, the Tower is here. There is a lot of things that are going to change for you. I do believe it is now. You're going through a lot of changes. Sudden changes, you guys, coming through. For what's hidden, you have the Devil card. The Devil is talking about, going back to old patterns or habits that you have. You could also be feeling like you're stuck, like not being able to move forward, not being able to move, do what you want to. Also, we'll see what the cards say. You have the Four of Pentacles down here. I feel like you're very stubborn at times, that you hold on to a lot of things. You could also be holding on to the past, or maybe you're holding on to your finances very strongly, not wanting to budge and let go of anything or spend anything. Maybe you're saving also. You do have the Magician card here for what you need to do now, and really need to start thinking positive about everything. Remember that you do create your own world that you live in. Okay, so if you are negative, it's going to be negative. So, really look at that. I feel like you are also trying to manifest something or trying to bring something in. Wow. And then you have the King of Pentacles here. Really look at your finances before you start using them. I know that if you're holding on to them, really look at everything before you spend. Okay, like really use your finances wisely. I feel like you're wanting to create that stable, strong foundation. Um, wow, okay. And then you have the King of Cups down here at the end of the reading. It's the for the outcome. I feel like you really need to express yourself more clearly. I feel like you need to be careful on how you speak to others. I feel like you're trying to, you know how to handle things also. But we'll see what the cards say, okay? Take what resonates with you, Pisces, and leave the rest. This is going to be for Pisces. Pisces, Pisces, Pisces. Okay. Two of Pentacles. Why is the Two of Pentacles here for Pisces? Wow. All right, Pisces. So, you are trying to juggle everything. You're trying to put things, do everything all at once. Holidays are coming, everything. You're just moving, moving, moving. Really start taking it easy, okay? I feel like there's a decision that you're making, that you're going to be making. I feel like you're in your mind a lot about a lot of things, worrying about everything, having some kind of worry, but because there's a lot of changes that are coming through for you. Because you do have the Death card here. The Death card is talking about, not being the same anymore. Things are changing. And you're in your mind. You're in your mind a lot. And I feel like you're going to be making a decision. They're asking you to really take it easy. Because there is this big, huge transformation that's coming through for you. But you got to really try to leave the worry. Okay, try to be positive in everything that's going on, especially now with the world that it is the way it is. Really be positive and try to leave that negativity behind. Okay. um you have the Queen of Pentacles here. And why is the Queen of Pentacles here? One more card. Wow. Okay, so you have the Queen of Pentacles here. The Queen of Pentacles is talking about nurturing yourself, loving yourself. You have that motherly, loving energy within you. You have that compassion. You have that love. And it's beautiful. It's beautiful to see. But you work so much. You work so much. You're doing so much. Trying to do this, trying to do that. You're a multitasker. You want to bring in everything for your children and nurture them and give them gifts and everything. But you really need to take care of yourself, okay? Because it's showing here that you're very overwhelmed with everything. You're tired, you're worried. All that takes a toll on our emotions, our bodies. So really try to nurture yourself. Give yourself some self-care, okay? You also have the Temperance card here, and the Temperance is saying that, be patient, be calm about things. You are definitely, I also feel like for some of you guys, you could be going through a healing, because there's a lot of change here. You are on the right path, okay? But you just need to be very, try to balance everything out. And that's your emotions and the way you're feeling and the way you're doing things. Really try to balance it out. If you're tired and overworked and you're snapping at people, try to calm yourself down and just have that peace within you, okay? Because you need to. And then you have the Sun card, which is like the best card in a tarot deck. Try to be positive about everything instead of being negative. Try to be positive and know that the sun is shining on you, that you are the light for other people, whether you know it or not. You are, okay? So really be positive. That no matter what, things are going to come out positive for you. Wow. And you have the Tower card here, Pisces, and the Tower card is saying that, there's going to be a lot of changes coming in, and I do believe that it's now. There's sudden changes that are going to come through just like that, okay? So be ready. You have the Devil card up here for the what's hidden. Why is the Devil card here, Spirit? Okay, so with the Devil card here, I feel like you're at times you feel like you're stuck. I feel at times that sometimes you feel stuck, or sometimes, you continue to go back on your on patterns, and it's very difficult for you to move forward, because you stay stuck, like in the same thing, in the same routine. You keep going the same way. Like you don't want to give up your old ways. You just want to keep doing the same thing without no change being here. And I feel like you really need to try to leave those old habits behind. You also have the hangman here, and the hangman is saying that, try to look at things differently, try to do things differently. I feel like you need to step back and see things differently, because you continuously do this, like you stay stuck in that same routine, that same past, and you need to try to let that go. Okay. I also feel with the Six of Wands here, I feel like, with the Six of Wands being here, I feel like, you're working very hard to create that success. I also feel at times that, maybe at work or where you're at, or your career, I feel like at times you feel like you're not getting the recognition that you should be. Like other people are taking the credit for your work. And I feel like at times that you feel that way. And they're asking you to change these things, change the way you're seeing things, change the way you're dealing with things. Okay. Cause there is not, it's just that the way you're feeling, because you are very successful. You can handle anything that comes your way, but you also need to stop and look at things differently. There is success here also. You have the Four of Pentacles here for the hopes and fears. Wow. All right, Pisces. So you just want to feel better. You want to feel better about everything that's going on. You just want to feel, rejuvenated. You want to feel better about everything, and you are definitely will. But you continue to hold on to a lot. You do have the Four of Pentacles here, and the Four of Pentacles is talking about, you holding on to a lot of things, being stubborn, not wanting to change, not wanting to move forward, trying to keep at the same thing over and over and over, and it's up to you to change this, to let go of the past, to let go of these patterns that are keeping you from moving forward. And that's what they're saying right now, to do that. Okay. I feel like also too that you need to start saving money when you can, because there is going to be some kind of financial opportunity for you. You do have the Ace of Pentacles. You are on the right path where you're supposed to be. And they want you to enjoy life and not hold on to everything that you've been through. Like try your best to let that go, because for some reason you hold on to it. Also feel like you could be holding on to finances and not being like, being really like stingy with it. And I feel like that was for somebody. And I feel like you need to let go, that there's going to be plenty, because there's going to be opportunities around you, that you're going to be able to have this financial abundance. And I also feel like you are going to feel better. You just got to have faith and keep your hope. Okay. Because there is good things coming towards you, but you need to start thinking positive about things. Don't let things come, keep you down. Don't let things make you, mad. Really, really think positive about everything. You have the Magician card here, and why is the Magician here? For Pisces. One more card. Wow. All right. So, like I said, the Magician is here. Really try your best to communicate better with people. Also, I feel like you need to think positive in everything, no matter what, because remember, you create your world, the world that you live in. If you make your world, very tiresome, or negative, that's what you're gonna have, but it's up to you to change these things, to go with the changes that are coming in, because there are going to be a lot of changes coming in for you, Pisces. So be ready. They want you to find your inner strength, your courage, your confidence. You just keep going forward and not let anything keep you from moving forward. When the Strength card shows up, it's like they're telling you to listen to your inner voice, to control your doubts, to control that negativity that you're thinking about. To have the strength to just have patience for everything, because things are going to change for you for the better and not for the worse. But you just need to keep going. Okay, find your confidence to just keep going and go with this change. You also have the Knight of Pentacles here, and the Knight of Pentacles is talking about is going with the flow, really having patience for things. You know, don't take any shortcuts or anything with anything that you're trying to do, especially projects or anything like that. Just be calm about things and have patience and let everything come in. Just go with the flow is what they're saying. Okay. Wow. And then you have the King of Pentacles here for what you need to work on. And why is the King of Pentacles here for Pisces? One more card. Wow. There's definitely a lot of messages that are going to come in for you. So be aware of that. Look at your email, your text, whatever. There's an important message coming in. There is finances coming in because there is going to be financial opportunities coming in. I feel like you're going to learn something new to make that abundance also. So it's good. There's messages here. There's abundance here. You really use your finances wisely because you not only do you have the Page of Pentacles, but you have the King of Pentacles here. And I feel like you need to really start using your finances wisely because you are definitely on this new path that's going to come through very soon. You have the Eight of Cups, you know, the Eight of Cups is about moving on, like moving on to something new, moving on to something better, leaving something behind because you don't want to deal with it no more. You don't want to go do the same thing over and over. And they're asking you to do that. Like try new things, think out of the box, do something different, especially with anything that you're trying to create, you know, your projects and stuff like that. You know, and I feel like you are definitely going on a new journey. And a lot of you guys are going on a spiritual journey also. So just know that. Wow. And then you have the King of Cups here. And why is the King of Cups here? One more card. There it is. That's that new journey here. Wow. Okay. Okay, so you start off with the King of Cups. And like I said, the King of Cups is talking about... the King of Cups is talking about, you know, really controlling your emotions and how you're feeling, you know, not really, you know, being mean, you know, try not to be mean to anybody or how you're expressing yourself, you know, don't try to, you know, watch your words, try to how you're expressing yourself, really communicate better without being mean. Okay, you guys, also feel like you're trying, you know, you're finding it hard to move on, you know, like from everything that's been happening to you. I feel like you need to keep going forward and not stay in your emotions. Also feel like you need to try to just balance everything out. Like don't get mad at everybody because for some reason you're holding on to a lot. You're still like not wanting to let go of a lot of things that have been happening. It's like you don't want to move forward. You don't want to change. You know, you're like, I don't want it to move because if it does, then it's going to mess up everything. And right now you're feeling very disappointed. You're feeling down. You're feeling like you're not going to have enough for everything. You feel like, you know, when is this going to end? You know, and it's going to end. It's going to get better, you know, but you just need to keep your faith and your hope on here. Okay. Like don't lose hope. Don't lose, don't lose, your faith, you know, of what everything that's going on. Think positive because things are going to change for you for the better because you are on this new path. When the World card shows up, it says, you know, hey, I'm here. This is a new door opening for me. You know, there's a new experience here. There's better things coming through because you're leaving something behind. You know, you're going in a different direction now. You're going to go into something better. But you got to believe that. You got to know that, hey, everything's going to work out. I'm not going to be feeling like this all the time. But it's up to you to control that, to control your emotions and how you're doing things. Wow. Okay. So, wow. That was a lot. All right, Pisces. So I hope you enjoyed this reading. Don't forget to like, share, and subscribe. And I will definitely see you next time. God bless.